Hello guys, Jarvis is here to explain another Game of Thrones theory. In this theory I am going to explain some interesting things about Bran's dagger, also known as the Catspaw dagger. So the first question that comes to mind is about the origin of the dagger. In season 1 of Game of Thrones, Bran was pushed out of a tower window by Jaime Lannister. The fall crippled him and he lost his memory. While he was recovering in bed, an assassin was sent to kill him, carrying this very expensive Valyrian steel dagger, which at the time belonged to Robert Baratheon. As Littlefinger says, the mystery of who sent the assassin is what started the events of Game of Thrones, but we still don't know who it was. Most book readers theorize that Joffrey was behind the assassination attempt. They believe he stole the dagger from his father Robert, then gave it to a random lowlife to kill Bran. Catelyn Stark thwarted the attempt with the help of Bran's direwolf, Summer, but the assassin was killed and we still don't really know who sent him. Could be Joffrey. Old be Cersei, could be Littlefinger. What we do know is that Littlefinger lied to his supposedly beloved Catelyn Stark, telling her that he had lost the dagger in a bet with Tyrion Lannister, implicating him in the assassination attempt. Cat then took Tyrion prisoner in the Vale, adding to the tensions that led to the War of Five Kings, the death of her and her son, Robb. It's unclear why Littlefinger gave Bran the dagger. Perhaps he was trying to get him to talk about what he had seen in the tower. Bran did not do this, though. Instead he showed Littlefinger that he knows about all his lies, repeating his famous line back at him, "Chaos is a ladder." Now the second most important question is, what is the significance of Bran giving the dagger to Arya? There are a few theories about this, and each one gets a little stranger. Whichever it is, we know that Bran gave it to her for a reason. Remember, he knows everything now. The first theory suggests that Arya is going to kill Cersei with it. Cersei's had a spot on Arya's list for ages, and these days she's one of the few left on it, alongside the Mountain, Melisandre and the Brotherhood Without Banners. Fans who theorize that Cersei was behind the assassination attempt on Bran think that Arya using the same dagger on her would be a poetic way for her to exact revenge. The second one says that Arya will use the dagger to kill the Night King with it. Which I personally think is not going to happen, as we know that Valyrian steel is one of two materials known to kill White Walkers, the other is dragonglass. Some fans are guessing that Arya's new dagger will be the one to take down the leader, the Night King. The third theory is quite interesting. According to this theory, Arya will use it to kill Bran. Viewers have noted that Bran looked a bit wistful as he handed Arya the dagger, as if he knows something bad is going with it, and he can't stop it. Some have connected this to the mad theory that Bran is going to become the Night King. If we take that out their idea as a given, then perhaps Bran means for Arya to use the knife on him after his transformation. But in my point of view this theory has a very little chance to really happen. The last one suggests that this dagger has something to do with a long-dead Targaryen. Fans reckon that when Bran asked Littlefinger who the dagger belonged to, he knew that the blade once belonged to Targaryen. Arya has always been obsessed with Visenya Targaryen, who had a Valyrian steel sword called Dark Sister. You might remember her talking about it in a conversation with Tywin Lannister. Fans think that the sword might have been melted down and reforged to create multiple weapons, including the dagger. These were all the possible theories about the dagger. Which one of the theory you personally think is right? Let us know in the comment section below. Like and share the video and also subscribe to the channel for more Game of Thrones theory videos. Thanks for watching.